It's an Asana Beautiful You Day, and we're talking about trendy hairstyles for guys and how easy it is to get that celebrity look. Joining me right now is Joseph Rosa, a stylist at Panache in downtown New Haven.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Everybody loves Panache. Panache is cool.
Of course they do.
All your hair has a Panache kind of look to it. Give me an idea before we even get into this. You know, you look at me, and I'm doing a show here. What would you recommend? I mean, be kind, because, you know, the show could be over in any second. What do you think?
I would take it in a little bit on the sides.
A little bit on the sides?
A little bit on the sides.
Okay,
I like the overall length, but just a little bit on the sides would be
Should
nice.
I color? Let's get into that later. Okay. All right. You know, for a lot of guys these days, I know like myself, I don't have the time to spend in the morning to get things ready. What's the key to trying to take care of your hair and take care of it quickly and get going in the morning?
The key is to have the right product. The right product for your hair would make a huge difference.
So it's matching the product with the hair.
Matching the product with your hair.
Make sure you have a good stylist. Talk to them about what the right product
of course.
is.
You've got to have also a good cut as well.
Yeah, just don't go looking for the $2.99 special when you go to the store.
Exactly.
The right cut, the right stuff. All right, let's take a look at some of the celebrity styles that we have because, you know, everybody's watching E! these days. Everybody wants to have that celebrity look. This is the Justin Bieber look. Tell us what happens here. How do you get that look?
Okay, with his hairstyle, if you look at it, it has a round look to it. It is blow-dried to the front with a little bit of face framing. So if you look around his face, you'll see it looks a little bit pointed and it has a lot of texture in the front.
All right. Now, what about, next up we have David Beckham, of course. Now, here's a guy who's really always in the news and stuff. What about him? What do you
Now,
think?
what I love also about Beckham, he's always changing his hairstyle. In this particular photo right here, right now it's a scissor cut on the sides, and then the top has a lot of texture, and it's just held up with the right product.
Now, that's something that he could do. How long would it take for him to get that ready in the morning?
Literally, it'll take like three minutes.
Right.
3 minutes, something really quick.
And then you can just put the right gels in and do that. And it always looks a little bit different, and it matches. And, of course, that's the key, is that it goes with your lifestyle. Next, we have a Tom Cruise look. That's Tom. Oh, my God. This guy can pretty much... How does he ever get a bad picture? You never see a bad picture
Never
of this guy,
a bad
right?
picture, never. If you look at him, his haircut is similar to Beckham's. It's just a little bit more toned down, a little more classic.
Now, with something like that, when you're looking at Tom Cruise, and of course he has to adapt to so many different styles and the movies that he's doing and stuff, is there a lot of gel in there, or what does he use? You know, I mean, not necessarily...
No, not necessarily a lot of product. It's just the right product that you are using.
The right product.
The right product for your hair and your hairstyle.
All right. Now, let's, next we have a shot, I think, of Will Smith. Now, there's a guy who looks like not a care in the world, and he always looks great.
Right. With his particular hair, he's got a very natural hairstyle. It is faded on the sides, and the top is just a little bit longer, but it's a very natural curl that he has.
And he's been pretty consistent with that, too.
Right, he has.
He knows that that's his look, that works well for him.
That works for him.
All right, well, next up is a look that people have said that I should try to go for. I don't really know. The George Clooney look. This guy has gone through more changes. The long, dark hair, the wavy hair years ago when he first went into it.
I remember that.
And then he gradually had the confidence, or somebody gave him the direction to do this. How do you go about something like this?
This is a very classic, simple cut. It is taken in on the sides, and the top is just over-directed in a simple manner.
All right. Well, I see we brought a model along.
Yes, we did. We brought Adam here.
All right. Well, let's go over and see what's going on with Adam. Be careful there. All right. Let me see.
Now, with Adam's here, he's a very edgy guy, fashion-forward, but he doesn't have that much time in the morning. He has to get up. He has to be on the move.
Okay, I got to ask you real quick.
Yes.
If I went to see my guy and I said, I want this look, what is this look called?
Actually, there's really not a name for it. With his hairstyle, it's just random sections that I went through, picked it up, and cut, and gave it a lot of texture. A lot of texture. That's very important with him.
So this looks fairly dry now. Are there gels or anything in there? Or
yes,
like
actually, the good product that I have for him, it is made by Sebastian, and it is a craft clay. It has a matte finish, and it's a texturizing cream.
A matte finish with a texturizing cream.
Right.
All right. Now, again, I'm just being, being not the professional. Do you have to use a blow dryer after you put that in, or what do you do?
I would recommend that his hair would be dry. So if he got out of the shower, just a quick blow dry to get the moisture out, and then work the product through.
All right. Another question, because I got you here, and I know you're Panache, so I want to, just some personal things. I've heard that, like, when you get out of the shower, sometimes you can put on like a conditioner after you're done showering, and put a conditioner in your hair.
There are leave-in
like the
conditioners.
humid days and stuff.
Yes, there are leave-in conditioners that you could use.
Okay, so it won't give you like a pasty look or something.
No,
that's
no,
flat.
the weight is a little bit less on those conditioners, so it's not going to weigh your hair down as much as a regular conditioner that you would use in the shower.
Now, what about for the guys that are actually doing a little bit more of a, how about blow drying correctly? Hot, dry, blow. I mean, I get this thing in my hands, and, you know, I'm a dangerous guy with it. What's the tip with good blow drying?
Okay, it also depends upon your hair texture. If you have curlier hair and you want to get it more smoother, yes, you are going to have to use a higher setting of heat. If your hair is more on the finer side, you may not have to use that much heat.
Okay, I want to ask a color question. We weren't prepared for this. But are you finding these days that more and more men are going in and starting to color it a little bit and doing it, you know, taking out some of the gray? Is the time to do that when the gray first starts approaching, or what do you recommend with that?
What I recommend with that, some guys look great with gray hair. You know, don't get me wrong, they look fabulous with gray hair. But also, if you are going for that trendy look, you may not want the gray. You may want to throw some color, like our model here, Adam. We've lightened his hair. So, and it looks great on him.
So you could do something like this gradually. You can just do it, you know, just work it in little by little.
Right.
But really, I got to tell you, you really have to. I'll be honest with you. I've tested everything in the world, and you know, it's a whole thing. I can't imagine not having the right person, the right guidance, and I do. And you know who you are. Panache has done a great job. You guys are always fantastic. See, the real key is, like you and I were talking about before, make sure that the person who's make sure the person that's cutting your hair really, really knows the inside of your head, as well as the outside.
Right, right.
All right. Is there anything else here that we should know about before we go? Anything else you want to demonstrate?
Well, yeah, certainly. I want to show really quick how it is to style his hair.
All right, go do it.
So I take the product and I put it in my hands. I emulsify it in my hands, get it ready. And pretty much I'm just picking through it with my fingers.
Oh, man. I tell you. And it just jumps up like that. Then you put the top down, you go cruising around, you got to love it. Joseph, Adam, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Really appreciate it. All right, coming up next, we're going to do it. We're going to set some grilling going with Chief Chef of Jamie Provides. I love Jamie. We're outside. We're just getting ready to cook up some steaks. When Connecticut Style returns.